The HMRC and social media. What can I be talking about? The HMRC and social media. The HMRC that manages customers and revenue, they don't go on social media. So what do I mean? What I mean is that if you want to avoid investigations and you want to just live your life without bothering with the HMRC, you fill your returns in, they get they glide through the Inland Revenue and all is well. If you want to do that, it might be worth looking at and thinking about your social media. I do regular updates on tax and accounting issues, so if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you'll be very welcome. Please press the like button because it helps me and the channel, and if you put some comments down, I'll be interested to read them. So what am I talking about with HMRC and social media? We say things on our tax returns, and obviously we must always tell the truth on our tax returns, but it's also, in terms of investigation, it's also important to appear to tell the truth, so it's obvious that you're telling the truth, because if you're going to get investigated by HMRC, then they can look at information that is just freely available and readily available through that you have put into the world through your social media. So and I think this is a particularly important at the moment because people are being furloughed, people are putting things onto their website about what they've done in lockdown, people there's all sorts of, there's all the grants and all these things, and in those grants and in the furlough claims and all the rest of it, then you will have made statements about your need for those grants and the fact you're looking for other stuff, or that you've retired when you've said on the returns you haven't retired. So there's a whole load of stuff that you will have promised when you've made your returns. And if you want to keep the HMRC off your back and avoid investigation, making sure that what you've said on your returns is consistent with your social media is really helpful. Now obviously within that context you should always tell the truth on your returns anyway, but you don't really want to have to show that you've told the truth through an investigation, because nobody wants an investigation with the HMRC because it's a distraction, it's a waste of time, and to be honest it's quite frightening, and they send letters with very scary words in them. HMRC will look and can look at your social media. So if you want to keep them away from your business and you want to make sure that your returns that you should and must produce correctly, if you want to make sure that they're not investigated, then just make sure that it's obvious that you've complied, so that there is no suggestion that an investigation is required. If on reflection you think that you have made returns you shouldn't have done, then it is much better to correct the errors and get back up to date with your taxes, or to pay back grants that you've received. It's much better you do that than if you're caught later, because for a whole load of reasons, both financial and hassle. So I hope that helps. And the lesson of this video really is that you need to make sure, of course you need to make sure that your tax returns are correct, and also to avoid investigation you need to make sure that they appear to be correct, so that you're not going to be questioned, because you don't need that hassle in your life. I do regular videos on tax and accounting issues. If you would like to subscribe to the channel, you'll be very welcome, and pressing the like button really helps me and the channel.